What up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on, my fellow truckers? I'm out here, Palatka, Florida. Usually, I guess you can't, you know. Cypress has an account here. Get a lot of sheetrock or drywall, whatever you want to call it. I'm here often. Supposed to be Southeast Regional, but ever since I've been with him, I've just been running Florida mostly and Southern Georgia, which I'm cool with. You know, I've shared my time on the road running all the states, not all the states, east of the Mississippi. I've actually think only with Stevens I went out farther than that, but other than that, every other OTR company I've been with has been east of the Mississippi. As far north as Wisconsin to as far south as Miami and Laredo, Texas, and to Maine, all those good places. But this video is just some tricks or some tips that I personally use while I'm out here on the road. It is what it is. Some of these are just, I'm sure truckers do it and they might not want to share it. But like I said, my content, I just want to be able to be as transparent as possible with trying to help the next person, you know, things that they might not have thought of. Because there's a lot, you know, you think about, but there's a lot you don't think about as well when getting over the road and just things that you might need in the truck. So he definitely, I don't have a whole bunch. My GPS just fell. I guess we could talk about the GPS. I personally use a Garmin. I like the Garmin. I had a Rand McNally at one point, and it died on me, fresh out the box. Sent it back, and instead of waiting, I just apologize. I'm just gonna take that off for now. Instead of waiting for the other one to come in, I just went to try Garmin, and I haven't been disappointed. I like it. It's about 2 years old. I just keep the maps updated, and I try not to keep it plugged in as much so I don't short the battery. I know a lot of people have issues with that. You know, if the battery dies, the first thing that usually goes because it's always plugged in. So overnight, whatever, off on the way, when I don't need it for the day, I just unplug it immediately just so it gets some time to, you know, to cool off and things of that nature. So a good GPS is something you're gonna need. Some guys, you got Trucker Path. There's a whole bunch of different tools and apps that are out there that you can use. I personally just Google map it if I'm trying to see the location, if they have parking or anything. But for the most part, I just use my Garmin. And especially being here in Florida, I know most of the roads. I know most of the turnpikes, the back roads, so I don't really have to worry too much where I'm at. But a GPS is definitely one of them. This is the biggest one to me. I don't know if there's gonna be any others that are gonna be that much more important, but this is a lifesaver, and it's for emergencies. For what I use it for, I don't use it personally just to use it, but when I'm in a jam, late at night, you just get to your cosigning, or you just pull up and say you're in the middle of nowhere. Everything's closed. There are sometimes you get like that. You're gonna want one of these. A bucket. Got my towel. Got my urine bottles, keep in a bag, and my poop bags. Y'all can think that's nasty. Y'all can say whatever you want. But I double bag. Rip it a little bit to make the bags wider. They're just basic, you know, shopping bags from the supermarket. And I don't know if y'all can see that. So I got my glasses on. I close my, what I do, since I got an APU before, when I was with TMC, they didn't have APUs. I would leave the truck running and let the cold air, because the cold air will start, it's gonna smell. It's you know, you're crapping in a bucket. But for emergencies, I'd rather be in the safety of my truck, especially at 11 o'clock at night. I ain't trying to go in the woods. I'm not trying to get bit up by mosquitoes, get attacked by whatever, you know, in Florida especially, there's all types of creatures, snakes and spiders out here. I'm good. I know I'm not the only trucker that has this. I've seen a couple talk about it, but, you know, I'm not ashamed. It is what it is. There's tons of us out there that, you know, when you gotta go, you gotta go. And, you know, immediately I double bag it and I get it out the truck is, you know, and that's another thing. Keep your stuff clean. Truck drivers, we've lost a lot of places where we could park because some of us out here are nasty. We're disgusting. We're dirty. Especially at truck stops, man. It's a shame. It is honestly a shame to go to some of these places where we've just ruined it. It's nobody else. We can't point the finger at nobody else. It's the truckers. It's our own fault. You know, people, instead of going in a piss bottle, you got truckers pissing outside in the truck stop knowing that there's bathrooms within walking distance, or just use a piss bottle. But no, they'd rather go by their trailer tires and just urinate right there, leaving the parking lot smelling like piss. Leaving piss bottles all over the place, leaving, you know, dookie bags out. It's like, come on, man. I understand you're gonna use these things or do these things, but clean it up, man. Like, I wonder why people think they stereotype us truck drivers as being fat, overweight slobs that are dirty, they smell, all we do is curse, and that's not the case, man. There's a lot of good truck drivers out here that we just get lumped in the category of being nasty because of, you know, that's what we see, and it's just gross. But for you new guys, when you get your own truck, I recommend, you know, you can get that at a Lowe's. Thought someone had hit my trailer, but it was just a brake setting. At Lowe's, Home Depot, wherever you can find a little 5-gallon bucket. I put the towel there, but you can get the I was gonna do it, I just haven't. The stuff that covers pipes, like up north, to keep the pipes from freezing over. It's like a foam. You know, you can find whatever. I use the towel and I double it up, just so it gives a little bit more cushion. And I put the bags over the towel, and got my toilet paper. I got wipes. But that's just something for emergencies. Like I said, you pull up to a place late at night, you're out of hours, you gotta go to the bathroom, or say, you know, you ate something and it didn't sit well in your stomach, and you're driving down the highway and you just gotta go. There's nowhere, you just gotta pull over. Man, that bucket is a lifesaver. For me, I keep this. There's no option. I might just have to do videos off of YouTube and then upload it, because there's no option to flip my camera. If someone knows how to flip the camera, you know, I'm new to this, y'all please inform me. I'm always down to learn, gain some wisdom, some knowledge, and some understanding. But I keep my little I'm sure y'all can see it, another little thing that's helpful while you're driving. I just got some snacks and food in it. I got some oranges, you know, some granola bars, you know, just things while I'm driving. I don't have to constantly keep, you know, pulling over to go get something to eat. I could just, it's right there, it's enclosed, so it keeps all the crumbs and stuff inside. Every once in a while, you know, clean it out, just so you don't want bugs in your truck either. I'm trying to think. I think that's it. Just that bucket is a lifesaver. Keeping your, you know, your empty bottles is another one. Just having something, you know, in the confinement, yeah, and keeping that cold air on it, it kind of breaks up the smell. Keep the windows down. Within like 20 minutes, the smell is gone, and I keep, you know, the truck smelling fresh anyway. But I just wanted to share that video, some little life hacks. It's funny. I can't share this story because I don't want to embarrass nobody, but I'll say someone real close to me thought that it was a ridiculous idea at one point, until they actually had to spend a week in the truck, and the bucket came in use, which they thought they would never have to use. But like I said, it's just for emergencies. So I'm just throwing that tip out there for new people that are out there. Some people, I think they even have like kids potty buckets or something. Whatever works, man. The bucket works for me. It slides right under there. It's out of the way. Extension cords, just things that are gonna make your life easier. A keeper for a binder for your paperwork, the GPS, and another thing I can say, for me, what works for me, everybody's different. There's every video I come across, we all have our own style, we all have our own techniques. You just gotta figure out what works for you. What works for me might not work for you, and that's okay. You know, take what you can and leave the rest. But like I've already dropped today. I dropped down in Boynton Beach, which is, you know, 50 miles out north of Miami. Dropped there. I was able to park up last night, shower at the Loves. Got up, did my thing. Now I'm here in Palatka picking up some sheetrock, heading over towards Oldsmar, Florida, which is outside of Tampa. So what I'll do now is I was gonna, see, it depends. I might sleep at a truck stop tonight, I might not. But if I know I'm not, and I know I'm just picking up and just gonna get as far as I can, I'll run to the truck stop early. Like I would have did it at like 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, because what I'm doing here, they already throwing the tarps on for me. All I gotta do is throw the straps, bungee it down, and go. So I'm not really gonna be working up a sweat. It's different when you're pulling the tarp, so you actually have to put the tarp, but on sheetrock, you can't walk on the load. So I would have already went to a truck stop and showered early, so then knowing that, you know, I don't have to look for a truck stop tonight. I can look for a rest area, or I can, you know, for me, truck stops are my last resort. If I'd rather be away from all the truck drivers, because there's, no offense, there's some new guys out there, or even some of us that have some experience that can't drive, and I'd rather be away from people that, you know, it's nerve-wracking sometimes when you're in a spot and you're watching people back in, you're like, you know, you don't want to be sleeping and get hit by a truck. So if I can avoid a truck stop to sleep at night, I will. But that works for me. I've been, instead of trying to do, especially last night, see, I didn't get to do it, so I had to go last night. And fortunately enough, I got in at an opportune time. I was probably like the 6th person in line, or 7th person to take a shower. By the time I was ready to go, there was like 13 to 14 people already waiting for a shower. They had like a 2-hour wait limit. It was only like 5 or 6 showers at the Loves I was at. But that's another reason why I try to get the shower out the way early, so that, you know, if I do say I want to park at a truck stop but I'm already showered up, I don't have to fight for a shower. I can just go grab something to eat and be good for the rest of the night. So, you know, you just got to work out your trip planning, work whatever works best for you. I mean, that works for me. These are just tricks, and it allows me to utilize most of my clock. I try to get the most out of my day. I try to drive and use my clock as much as I can, than just be sitting at a truck stop if I still have like 2 or 3 hours to go, because I'd rather use those 2 or 3 hours to my advantage, so I can pick up early the next day instead. You know, we out here trying to make money. So the bucket, get a good GPS, just, you know, keeping some food in a little container while you're driving helps out a lot. These are just little things to make your day or make your experience out here on the road a little bit more comfortable. So I just wanted to come on real quick and share that with you guys. Not sure what or when I'll be on next, but I'm thankful for the few subscribers that I did get. Much love to you guys. You know, I hope y'all are blessed. Like, I hope these videos really are an encouragement or informative to somebody that's just getting into the game. Maybe I'll show some loads, but my loads don't vary, so it's not very exciting. I did more load securement when I was with TMC, and I used to pick up coils and wire mesh and just all different types of commodities. Right now, I'm on the Sunbelt side of, which is, you know, that's who I work for. You see the truck. I'm in a white Freightliner, but yeah, I'm on the Sunbelt side, but it's really Cypress bought out Sunbelt. But Sunbelt side of Cypress only does lumber and sheetrock. So I just found that out. So I won't really be having too many loads that vary. It's going to be plywood, 2x4s, or sheetrock, or stuff that has to do with, like today I dropped off some cement mix, or some plaster mix in the tubs of mud for sheetrock. And I had a whole trailer full of it. So I don't really have anything too exciting. But maybe I'll show you how I tarp one day. I don't know. Because it's not, you know, there's a lot of guys that have way better, you know, stuff if you're really trying to learn how to be a flatbedder. I'd be the wrong guy to, I mean, I could walk you through some stuff, but I don't have any exciting loads that are going to be like difficult for you to have to figure out. They're all basic, simple, throw straps, throw some edge protectors, and go. So it's not too much thinking involved. Whereas some loads with chains, and you have to figure out, you know, the weight limits and what the GDW are, I think, of the chains are, and you got to do all that math. And I mean, it's not a lot, but you got to figure things out to make sure you have enough securement for that piece of load that you're picking up. So if you have any questions on that, you know, like I said, you can hit me up on my email. It's humblej37@gmail.com. And I just wanted to share this. I gotta get there, man, but I'm doing a lot of rambling, and I need to cut them quicker. I don't need no 15-minute video on 3 items that I talked about. So about to jump off. Y'all stay blessed, stay encouraged. Hit me up if y'all want to talk. humblej37@gmail.com. I walk a narrow path. Keep it righteous, people. Peace.